Okay, alright guys, so this video for Docker use case. Okay, what you have to do, you have to design a compose file, right? And that compose file must call a Docker file, and this Docker file has code, and the code is written in the combination of HTML with either PHP or Python, right? And this Docker file will be creating one Docker image, let's say image 1, right? Then the same compose file will have another Docker image, that means another Docker file, and that Docker file will be creating a database image, let's say MySQL. So it doesn't matter what database you are going to use, MySQL or Mongo or MariaDB. So, and when you build this, let's say this is image 2. So whenever you run compose file, it will create image 1 from this Docker file, image 2 from this Docker file. You can just change the name Docker file 1, Docker file 2. Now once the compose file will run, image will be created. Now from the image 1, let's say container C1 got created, and here container C2 got created. That container code, that HTML plus PHP or HTML plus Python, must be able to connect to container 2 that has your database running, right? You can assume password or username for the same. I mean, whatever you want to just create password for database. So whenever client will access, let's say IP address colon some port number, that must come to this container, and this container can access the database, right? So you can create the simple web page where you will have a username and password and just sign in button. So it must make the entry in this database, right? And you can also mount this database location under some volume, right? So this is the first version of this case. After that, I'll share the POC of the same, right? So you have to create it. All the best.